What's good, y'all? It's Taj Rockitt, okay? Mr. Highly Motivated, baby. Here to get you motivated, baby. And we out here at Ski Beach Park here in sunny San Diego, California. And we here for Functional Fitness Fridays, episode number 33. And we gonna do more than set your body free. Cause today, what we talking about is the plank jack shoulder tap. That's right, baby. We're going to be jacking those feet and we're going to tap in those shoulders on repeat. You know what I'm saying, baby? So I'm going to come on down and show you the top tier option, and then I'm going to hit you with every other option that is great for all fitness levels, all right? So how you want to start? You want to come in that high plank. You want to make sure your wrists are directly under your shoulders. Your core is tight. And when you get to the high plank, flip your hips to tighten that midsection because we're going to have a lot of core, shoulders, and legs on this one. So you're going to start shoulders directly above those wrists. You're going to have the eyes down, core tight, and you're going to jack the feet in as you tap, out as you tap. So every single time the feet go in and out, you are tapping the shoulders simultaneously. So full speed looks like this. Making sure every single time that you land with those hands, that those hands land directly under the shoulder to protect both the wrist and the shoulder joint. Now, in full speed, if you're having a hard time tapping every single step, every rep, this is too fast for you. Option number 2, we can slow it down. So, back in that high plank, every time you go out, tap, 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 in, tap, in, tap, in, tap, in. So, every time those feet come in, you take a break. Every time they go out, you tap, making sure your core is tight. You don't want your hips to be wobbling. You don't want your hands to get too far from your shoulders. You want to make sure that you are protecting every area of that body, specifically that spine and those smaller joint regions. So, once again, option number 2, you're in that high plank. Every time you go out, you tap, in, you rest. Out, you tap, in, you rest. Every single time. Now, if you're still having a hard time with the out and in, maybe the jumping just isn't for you. It just depends on who you are, where you're at, and what your fitness level is. But option number 3, we're going to take that hop out completely. So, you're going to come down. You're just going to step and tap. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Return, tap, turn, tap, return, tap, return, tap, return, tap, return. Every time, once again, that foot goes out, you know that means it's time to touch that shoulder. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Now, once again, when you see me moving, you notice it's coordinated. Tap, return, tap, return. My core is still tight. My shoulders, I can feel the work, but I'm not letting my hands end up way out here. They're still under my shoulders, my hands. And every time I move, I'm squeezing my butt along with my midsection. And I'm making sure my leg muscles are completely turned on and active during this movement. Now, if stepping it out is still difficult in terms of coordination, or this third option just still isn't for you, guess what we can do? We can separate the moves completely, either with a bounce or a step. So let me show you. So option number 4, if you need that option, you can just hop the feet out, then tap. You can also, every time you step out, step, and then tap, tap. Now, if when that feet are close, you're still having a hard time keeping balance and maintaining that upright position with good form and making sure your core and everything is engaged, what you can do is when you step, step, tap, tap, when your feet are wide, and that's going to give you a more sturdy foundation and base so you're not wobbling all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, out, out, tap, tap, in, out, out, tap, tap, in. So, always thinking about where you're at in the move, always thinking about what you're doing, thinking about what you're activating and why you're doing it. So, always getting in those shoulders, really starting to get in that core, really getting the whole bottom half of that body, those legs burning, calves are on, quads are on, glutes are on, hamstrings are doing a little work, calves are doing a little work, but more or less, it's those larger, big, dominant portions of the leg that are knocking it down, all right? So, making sure that every time you execute this movement, thinking about the abs and how we want to use this movement and how we want to maximize our time with this movement, since it's an amazing fat-burning metabolic conditioner. I'd say at the end of any full-body workout, or really any workout, do it at the end for time. 3 rounds of 30 seconds, and you're going to do those 3 rounds 3 times. So 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and then take a 1 to 2 minute break and then you're gonna repeat that round again. So it's 90 seconds of straight work with 30-second breaks in between the 30. So we got 30 break, 30 break, 30 break, and then you do that 3 times. So you're gonna be doing a total of 4.5 minutes of actual work at the end of any workout, all right? So I'm gonna show it to you again, that plank jack shoulder tap, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you option 1 through 4, and then you can go out and soar and explore and do more, you know what I'm saying, baby? So option number 1, you're gonna come down into that high plank. Every time the feet move, you are tapping a shoulder. Every single time that those feet go out, you tap. Every time they come in, you tap. So every time the legs jack, you shoulder tap. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your wrist is always under the shoulder. Core is tight. Glutes are getting active. Boom, 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 boom. Really thinking about that core drive. Really thinking about those eyes staying down, neutralizing that neck, and giving your body that full-on respect. You know what I'm saying? Option number 2, if every movement is not for you, then every time the legs come out, you tap a shoulder. So you go out, in, woo. Nah. I'm just playing. Every time you go out, you tap, right? So you go out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. So every time those legs go out, you're tapping that shoulder for option number 2. As you can see, it's getting hot out here. It's getting sweaty out here. And we're doing more than eating spaghetti out here, you know what I'm saying? So every time, once again, those feet come out, it's a tap, pause, tap, pause, tap, pause, tap, pause, tap, pause. Allowing that body to get that quick breather in between every single leg jack. If option number 2 still ain't for you, and you're having a hard time altogether, we're gonna option 3, step it out and walk it nice and slow, opposite leg, opposite hand. So, come down, wrist on the shoulders. You're gonna walk 1 foot out, opposite leg, opposite hand, return. Tap, step, return. Tap, step, return. Tap, step, return. Tap, step, return. Still keeping those eyes down, still coordinating the movement so that body is evenly distributing the load and taking care of it the way that it knows it can. And then option number 4, you're just gonna slow it down some more, and you're gonna completely separate both movements. So you're gonna go wrist under shoulders, you're gonna go out, in, tap, tap. Or if you want more foundation, out, tap, tap, in, out, tap, tap. Reason being, the wider your feet are, the more foundational structure and straight organization and communication through that body you're gonna have. Every time you go in, out, tap, tap, with an option within that option to walk the feet, you know what I'm saying? So one more time, as you can see, I'm tripping, but I ain't tripping because we out here getting this work. We going berserk, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna do 3 rounds. 30 on, 30 off, 30 on, 30 off, 30 on, 30 off. But that third 30 off is really a minute or 2, and then you're repeating what you just did, you're gonna do, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't end tripping, if you don't end out of breath, if you don't end tight in the core, if you don't feel it in the shoulders, if you don't feel it in the legs, then you might need to up the option. If you're doing option number 1 and you are going full speed, I guarantee you, if you stay true to the 30 on, 30 off for 3 rounds with no less than a minute, but no more than 2-minute break between those rounds of 3, I'm telling you, you are gonna be tired, you're gonna be sleeping good, and you're gonna wake up energized, enthusiastic, burning that body fat, making that body that you've been dreaming of, you know what I'm saying? So one last time, I'm gonna hit you with the reminder of the plank jack, the shoulder tap, baby. You know what I'm saying? So option number 1, wrist on the shoulders. Every time the feet go out, you tap. Every time the feet come in, you tap. So we're going tap, 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 tap. Every single time you jack, those shoulders going tap. You know what I'm saying? Option number 2, if every single movement and tap is not for you, then you're gonna go ahead and go, every time the feet go out, you tap. So you're gonna go tap, pause, tap, pause, tap, pause, tap, pause, tap, pause, tap, pause, tap, pause. And if you feel like you're getting attacked by jaws when you tap and pause, then we can move on to option number 3. What you're gonna do is step it out oppositely. Yeah, you like the way I'm rhyming, baby. Opposite hand, opposite leg are gonna do those step outs, all right? So wrist on the shoulders, core tight, opposite, pause, opposite tap, pause, step in, tap, step in, tap, step in, tap, step in, tap. Really slowing it down, controlling that core drive, keeping those eyes down, staying in control. And then option number 4, if number 3 is for you no more, we're gonna completely separate the movements and become a full-on student of that mind-muscle connection. So you're gonna come down, wrists on the shoulders, you're gonna jack the feet out, tap, tap, in, out, tap, tap. Reason why we're going out when we tap is it gives us more foundation when our feet are wide. It helps us keep those hips sturdy and allows us to keep getting dirty, you know what I'm saying? So once again, we're just here, out, tap, tap, option with the option, walk the feet, and repeat, you know what I'm saying, baby? So 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 3 rounds. You should literally be looking like you just got out of a pool, or somebody think that you having a problem and you can't stop trying to drool, you know what I'm saying, baby? So get uncomfortable, get sweaty, and make sure you show up ready, because that plank jack shoulder tap is not a game. I got some serious stuff coming for y'all. I hope you're ready. We're gonna be changing your life and your body one flick at a time. And I want you to remember that it's 1 rep, 1 step, 1 movement at a time. And those small additions will create the overall satisfaction you're looking for, all right? So one more again, it's Taj Rockitt, aka Mr. Highly Motivated, here to get you motivated. Fuck You Know Fitness Fridays, episode number 33. Oh yeah, we in the grass by the trees, and it feel like that bay breeze, and you're gonna be burning the body fat with these. Blank jack the shoulder taps, baby. I'll see y'all next time, same energetic motivation. I bet you I'll be at a different location, but you keep grinding, and I'll see y'all next time, baby. Holla.